Hello and welcome to Quests and Chaos. Today, we are playing Light of Xaryxis. Speaking of we, I am joined by some aspiring astral adventurers. Say ahoy, astral adventurers!
Hello, astral adventurers!
We're gonna work on it. As you can tell, this is our first episode.
Yay.
I am your game master, James Aaron O, pronouns he, him, and since it is our first episode, you don't know any of those people who just said ahoy, so we're gonna pass it around the table, starting over here.
Hello, I am Thomas Cook, he, him, and I am playing Lieutenant Undar Pomo. GIF.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tassi Alabastro, pronouns he, him, his, and I am playing an astral elf named Bayron Ruahir. Yes. Yes.
Hi, I'm Pooja Tolton, she, they. I'm playing Roberta Birdie Warsong, she, her.
Love it. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt, or Brando30Rock on Twitch, and he, him. Also, I am playing MD8. It, its are their pronouns.
Hi, I'm Christy Bauer, she, her pronouns. I'll be playing Ema Sumac. She's she, her also.
Fantastic. Well, with all those introductions out of the way, we will learn more about their characters as we play Light of Xaryxis. All right.
I know.
Getting those first game jitters out, you understand. Stars.
Ooh, it's starting.
Story time.
Hundreds. Thousands. Millions. Enwrap your vision as they are threaded by iridescent nebulae. Colors in a kaleidoscopic sea lay before you. Vermilions, aquamarines, scarlets, amethysts. Your night sky held itself in a shy blackness. But here you can see in the sky beyond the sky, she is bright, beautiful, and playful. But you did not make this journey into space to see her beauty. No. You were rushed here for a wholly different matter. As you look off the back of this creaking ship, the planet of Toril slowly fading into the distance, the memories of what occurred happen in a flash. A day, like any other. A wedding. But then, the earth begins to shake. The ground begins to split. Crystalline vines begin to erupt, and as you watch them make mocking effigies of the structures they topple over, you realize you gotta go.
Go quite quickly.
But you see them begin to wrap around many different places, left, right, you don't know where to go. Obviously, the best place to go is the water. So you head straight for the water, praying that the vines will not catch you. You hop onto a ship, leaping, noticing that many others are also attempting the same feat, crashing into the side, collisions, screaming, but you make your way out into the water. But this is not a safe harbor. Erupting from the water, you see the vines also begin to erupt. Can't go back. Can't go forward. Can't go left or right. Only thing left is down. But the impossible happens. Your ship begins to levitate off the water and pick up speed, and as it weaves its way through this ever-collapsing maze of vines, you watch as it attempts to climb in altitude. The force of gravity starting to pin you down to where you stay, and the air becomes thin. Your vision starts to blur. Your consciousness begins to leave you. And then your eyes open again. Stars. And as you find yourself in this space, you look back and watch the whole of Toril slowly being wrapped in vines. And you find yourself on an unknown ship in the middle of space. Starting with Undar. After that opening scene, where do you find yourself on this ship?
Well, that happened.
Yeah.
Undar is going to find the lavatory.
The lavatory.
It is the safest place on any ship, and I will find it.
You rush around to look for the lavatory. As you do, you pass by a human in a bandana, or seemingly human. Christy, if you would like to describe your character.
Here we meet Ema. Can't say my own name. She is, I would say, looking a little bit odd right about now, as she's in going gear. She grabbed a couple things as she was on her way out, but you might notice that she's in traditional garb for a bride. She's looking a little bit befuddled, I would say, as she stares off the bow of this boat.
Mm-hmm.
And running behind you is a large hippo man, a gift, who was catering your wedding. As he has literally scrambling across the ship, and he still has a plate of hors d'oeuvres in his hand as he is focused, heading somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hors d'oeuvre?
Thanks.
Yes. Right. Beautiful ceremony.
Thanks.
Yeah. And he opens a pouch and just kind of drops the hors d'oeuvres in there. Well, those still be good later. And then he sticks the whole serving tray in there. Okay. Yes. Okay.
As you look on this large hippo man, would you care to describe Undar?
So he is in, as you look closer, he is not actually in catering garb, but he is in a white officer's uniform, which sort of at quick glance looks like a caterer. It is very military garbed. He does have a long sword on his hip in a scabbard. And he's really large, quite large. Yes.
I'm glad you enjoyed the ceremony.
Yeah, it was my first wedding on that planet.
I am so honored that you would. And she's looking at this much more excessive attire. I'm so honored that you would come to cater.
I was there, and it looked like they needed help. So they were kind of stressed. To be honest with you.
Yes, it was quite a large party, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
She's notedly distressed about how large this wedding was.
I don't see anyone else from the wedding.
Oh no.
You do look around and you do see some of about a dozen other people who made that leap as well onto this galleon. And you see it's a pretty standard galleon. Seen its wear and tear, but it's functioning and it's keeping you aloft in the space of stars, the sea of stars that you were in.
Oh, look, there's Two Fist Wine Drinker. I don't know her name.
Oh, yeah. That was someone's great aunt, I think. There was a lot of people on his side. I'm so glad some of them are here.
I might happen to have a change of clothes that might be your size, maybe.
You would?
Potentially.
Oh, very large. You put the whole plate in. Is that a like?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This holds many things. And I learned to collect things from a companion of mine. Her name is Madame Celery, and she taught me the value of collecting and keeping things that may become useful later. Some of which you could exchange for money.
There's a noted change in Uma's disposition. That's actually quite a valuable skill set.
Yes.
Very good for you. We might become friends.
Very good. He's gonna reach in and pull something out. It's a mime costume. No.
I'm not a big fan of stripes, but
right.
you know.
Right. It looks like I think I got that off of a prisoner of some sort. He's gonna pull out a couple of different things until he pulls a rather normal-looking set of traveler's clothes for a medium-sized person.
Astonishing. They're perfect. Thank you so much for that. I really... Ooh, and she's just kind of like, it's actually very heavy. You would be surprised how many pounds beads can add to a person. You know, not the running up on the I don't know, the plank. That was rough.
Yes. Always run up the plank. Never off. Yes.
Excellent advice.
Yes, I must say that was quite the leap you made as you watch coming down from the stern castle. The ship has now found itself in a nice, easy, even cruise. Descending down from the stern castle, green bandana, flop of orange hair coming down to her shoulders, a leather kind of curious bodice kind of deal coming along, and a rapier on her left side. And she strides down. It's like, well, I was not expecting that kind of introduction to your planet.
What did you do to it?
I quite accusatory for someone who I believe just saved your life.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I did not. I did not mean to be of such. And he touches the hilt of his longsword and goes quiet.
Well, fascinating man, fascinating gift. Are you from this planet, or are you from? Ah, yes.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Really? I have no idea what he's saying. Anyway, you happen to be aboard the Moondancer. I am Captain Elena Sartell. It is a pleasure to have you on this, cruise it has become. Is that someone's aunt back there?
Not mine.
I see. Well, I'm sure there's a lot to unpack there, but seeing as your planet is slowly being consumed by vines, I do not feel like it is my turn to press.
Very much sorry. I apologize for accusing you of that. And never
It
mind.
wasn't an act. Wow, I was very convinced. I thought you were. I saw the mime costume, and I thought you were.
That's what he was doing.
Oh no! Sometimes I I have learned that I should stop talking. And there are ways that I have to do that.
Well, glad that you have found your way in doing that through the mime arts. Very lost form that out here might get you a good set of corners, I was hearing. Yes, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I must introduce the other part of the crew. We have here, and you see them gesture over, and also coming from underneath, down in the cargo area. I can best describe it as a floating pistachio, with tentacles coming off the bottom and 2 eye stalks coming off the top, with a nice little bicorn hat with a massive red feather. This is a flump for anyone who's wondering.
Cute.
And this is our Spelljammer and my first mate, Flapjack. Flapjack, if you would like to introduce yourself. And you hear in your head,
Oh.
hello there.
Hello, Flapjack.
Yes, I'm the Spelljammer of this ship, and while it is unexpected, I am glad to have you all here and safe. Mm-hmm. Blink, blink. Blink, blink.
Thank you for the expert navigation leaving the planet.
Certainly, I wasn't expecting to have a bit of a flyby. I thought it was going to be a nice casual cruise, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. And you don't see the crack in the pistachio moving at all. It's all in your heads. Yes. Well, that's Flapjack. I'm late, and I don't. Oh dear, I believe she's still downstairs. I see the other ones are still gathering their bases. I'm assuming you're adventurers of some kind to be not addled in the mind as a few of these, and you see your potential future aunt just... Well, let's go downstairs. I'm sure she's in her room. She's a bit of a cooper, a bit of a carpenter, a little bit of an inventor, so we can introduce her down there, yes?
Yes, most certainly. Sure, yes.
Yes. And you follow Captain Elena Sartell down the stairs into the cargo, and as you get into the second floor, you just... What is the first sound that they hear from the closed doors?
Probably like a mixture of gears turning and then there's steam coming out from under the door and maybe just a miniature little explosion.
Dum, 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 dum. Bertie, I believe we agreed that we wouldn't do any planned explosions while we have people on the ship.
Oh, well, who invited people on the ship? I didn't sign off on anybody coming on the ship. I mean, I thought that there was a consensus in terms of who's coming. Just give me 1 second, and then you hear a and then the sound kind of goes down, and then the door sort of creaks open a little bit. You see one robotic eye poke out. Again. One more, and then finally she'll pop out.
And if you would describe Miss Bertie Warsong.
Yes, Bertie is a half-orc cyborg. She's in her late 30s. She's sort of short and wiry. Her current outfit, she's wearing a jumpsuit tied around her waist and a white tank, and you can see some oil stains mixed in there. And her most notable features, of course, are her robotic right leg, left arm, and a full third of her face, including one eye. And then the rest of her face is very expressive and sort of curious and a little bit crazy.
And as steam emanates from your room and a little bit of smoke that you can
Just
smell.
the tiniest bit.
You are introduced to a GIF which you have seen before on your time in Astral Sea. And how human-like does Ema appear?
Ema appears fairly human-like. There is a little bit of animalisticness to her. She is a shifter. So what kind of a shifter did I decide to make her?
Very long to.
I believe so as well. So there's just a little bit of a awoo about her.
Oh,
I like that.
Just a hint of awoo.
I noticed the awoo on you.
Oh, I did not even notice.
Oh, yes. You gotta have a keen eye. Oh, so are we turning into like a pleasure cruise over here? What's with all the people?
No. I don't know if you heard the ruckus outside. Well,
Not really.
as you know, we were looking for some new product on the
Right,
planet
yes.
of your kind, Toriel, and well, lo and behold, vines start erupting up, and well, we made a mad dash, and I did. Swore there were a couple other ships, but I think we were the only ones who made it out nice and safe.
Oh, my. Well, that's too bad. Sorry about that for you. I'm sorry for you, too. That sounds rough.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So what did it look like? Could you tell me, like, kind of describe the sort of...
They were like, they were vines, but big.
Ooh, big vines.
Yes.
All right. You see, she has like a little like runic thing. She's like, tell me more. Okay.
No,
What was the velocity of the vines as they approached the ship?
Very fast.
Very fast. Okay. Very
They seem to grow.
Oh, grow.
Less coming out and more growing out.
Interesting. Yes. And I like your outfit. It's
She did not
Thanks.
want. Yeah, she did not want the mime outfit.
Yeah. Yes, she's awkwardly standing there with wet pressed a whole other change of clothes, like over her arm still.
I would let you use my room, but you do not want to go in there.
You see wearing, you see inventions popping out and odd angles. This is a tiny room, and somehow Birdie has found a way to put more than is possible in one room.
That makes a lot of sense.
But we do have like a bathroom somewhere.
Oh, could you tell me where, please?
Right around the corner to the left. Yeah.
Okay.
If you go in there and you do anything that would necessitate some nice smells, I've installed it's like a little button on the side, and if you press it once, it's a nice smell. If you press it twice, it's a neutral smell, and if you're feeling kind of funky, press it 3 times. Worse smell. Like if you want to cover the bad smell with a smell on top of it,
I will be right back. He's gonna go and check out the bathroom. He quickly runs.
I was like,
Oh, fast.
Well, I will let you two get acquainted. This is not a pleasure cruise. We will be dropping you and your cohort off somewhere, but for the meantime, relax a little bit, and then eventually we will ask you for, a little help. As you can see, we're a bit of a... You're not here. A bit of a small crew, so if you have any skills of any... Other than hucking rings. I was quite an art.
yeah, I should probably
That is a
find
skill.
That. It is a skill, and it was not a cheap ring. Well, I mean, I might be able to tinker around if somebody locks themselves in a bathroom or something. I don't know how many amazing skills I have. Otherwise, I'm crafty. I'm kind of crafty, I guess.
I mean, looks like you've got good hands, perhaps helping with the rigging every now and then.
Sure.
Making sure sails go up and down.
I wouldn't call myself the strongest person at all, but I'm quite nimble with my fingers.
Well, I won't ask you to do it by yourself, but it would be helping me. And
Just an FYI.
frankly, Flapjack here is a great Spelljammer, but
And a beautiful voice. If you've ever heard him sing, beautiful.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
you will have to get me at least 3 things of grog. And also singing. But otherwise, looking at you, Birdie.
His eyes stalks are going to kill me.
All right. Well, I think it will be about a few more minutes until the warp drive is able to initiate.
Yeah. I mean, I think it should be fine. I added a couple. I think it should be fine. It should be fine. There shouldn't be any issues.
Go ahead. For the first roll of the camera. Let's have a persuasion or deception.
Oh God! I have a -1 to.
Shocking.
I'm gonna go. I think Birdie thinks she's telling the truth, so I'm gonna go with persuasion. And I rolled a 6, so I got a 5.
Well, I did say you could play around as you so chose.
I thought it was gonna be a longer trip. Okay, I thought we were gonna be at the harbor for a while, and
Yeah, it's fine, it'll be fine.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Flapjack, can you sense if we'll be able to warp drive in a few moments? And you see that Flapjack kind of just like settles in and like both of the eye stalks kind of close. Yeah, I think the Moondancer will be in about 6-ish minutes. We'll be able to warp drive out of here. Fantastic. Well, in the meantime, get yourself settled and we'll hopefully find a port of call that is a suitable home for you. Yes.
This might be getting a little bit nitpicky, but warp drive? How far are we going?
Oh, well, I mean, we'll stay within the same wild space system, but we at least have to go a few, maybe 100 million miles away? Ish?
Give or take.
Mm-hmm.
I can work with this.
All right.
All right. Well, this is a newfound confidence I'm finding in you based on our previous interactions. If you want to tell the same thing to your gift friend, it was, I didn't quite catch the name.
Undar?
Undar. If you would like to tell him his, we'll be departing soon. If you want to take a look at your planet for the last few moments, it might be a good idea. And you watch as she leaves, and Flapjack just gives you a gentle tap with the tentacles before, not as Elena goes up, he actually goes into a side room, couple doors down.
Wow.
Door swings open. Did you hit the third?
I hit it 6 times.
Oh, that's a new level.
Yeah, it was-
I don't even know.
It was all of them all at
I don't
once.
even know if my olfactory senses can quite contain what's.
Yeah, you see,
impressive.
his nostrils are sort of red around the edges. Yeah, it was. The first one was very nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I should have stopped there.
You can never stop at one.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all want to see a planet one last time?
One last time.
We appear to be about to warp out of the system forever. The captain's gonna find us a new home, it would seem.
A new home.
Yeah. Or at least take us to a location where the planet's not.
Well, maybe we should. I mean, maybe we can wait till winter, and then the vines will die. If that's how vines.
I mean, it was winter somewhere on the planet.
Oh, right.
As opposed to.
Right.
I mean, we didn't check that. We didn't really look at the I didn't look.
Maybe
I was just going.
Yes, maybe only along the equator there's vines. We should go look. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go look at our planet.
And you all make your way up. The other stragglers there have settled into some groupings and just like talking about like, well, that was crazy. What a wedding. Is this like, are we the special few? And you
have great
find
friends.
yourself.
Yeah.
These party favors are supposed to be amazing.
Literal stars.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Space stones.
You find yourself at the stern of the boat, looking over. Elena is just having two hands on the steering wheel, looking out. But as you look over the side, yeah, the vines are, even at this pearl size of a planet, it is, you can see that the vines, a almost brass-colored, copperish hue, just slowly enwrapping it. You can see little spots of blue where ocean are, but they are slowly getting shuttered within the vines. Birdie, you have seen other planets similar to this one, but in a much later gestation period.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Birdie is looking at this, and there's sort of like two parallel thoughts happening, where like one is the sort of natural response, which would be like horror at seeing this like awful thing, which has probably been numbed a little bit by having seen it, in some stage a couple times. And also like the association of where this is coming from, her own sort of feelings about the the people who did this. And then on a parallel avenue, there is just absolute academic interest. She's recording as much as she can. This is like such a great opportunity that she can see this happening in real time. And it's like, I can't believe I missed this. What was I working on? Who cares? It's not so great at being kind to the people around who are probably, grieving. Just being like, oh, fascinating. Wow.
Any thoughts coming from Undar or Ima?
Undar does not know what is happening. We'll come back when the vines go away.
Ima is not as confident that the vines are going away, but she's kind of like doing the pool deck change where she's like, she's got enough dress on that she's like pulling on the pants underneath and stuff, and like shuffling around in some like wrap. She like grabbed her coat, so she's just kind of shuffling around to get like the other clothes on and like shimmying out of her dress, and then just kind of like hanging out, looking over the edge. I'm not sure what she's feeling, frankly. She's saying goodbye to whatever was down there, and I don't know. She's kind of closing up a chapter or she's starting to close up a chapter mentally. She doesn't have any like resolution to that, I would say, yet, but she's like, okay, well, I guess that problem is solved. But she's definitely feeling bad about the people that she left behind.
And as you are in this moment of contemplation, you doing this frantic research, but back of the mind, remembering something far away, and you holding out hope despite what you are seeing. You see Elena just kind of like a muscle tense, and then Flapjack floats up. It's like, Captain, there's another ship coming. And you all look and you see off to the side this.
We did our own little tentacle thing.
Compared to the normal to you two space galleon, you see this large ship that kind of looks like a moth. Giant iridescent green wings and a purple hull. You hear over a sourceless klaxon. You are within the space of the Xaryxian Empire. This is a restricted space due to very apparent activities. Prepare to be boarded and present necessary documents. At which we will go back just about 10 minutes or so. Just on the outside of the planet of Torrio, watching these vines encase multiple portions at different parts of the planet, watching it germinate. Within this purple and green insectoid-like ship, we see a crew of astral elves. One standing quite stern with his hands on his hips. Looking out over the planet. There's two of them in an arm wrestling competition, one with a shock of blonde hair and a floppy mohawk, and the other darker skin with just like, I wouldn't say patchy, but oddly for an elf, some receding hairline. One in a chair.
I don't know what that it's a little Hugo Weaving, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Gotta get it. It's distinguished.
Okay.
You gotta live with it for a while.
Yeah, that's a 3,000-year-old elf. Got it.
I mean, after that, you get over it. Yeah.
Getting up in the years.
Another one sitting in a chair, clearly controlling the ship. And one who I will let you describe. What is Bayron doing, and what does Bayron look like?
Yeah, so Baron, dressed in the appropriate attire that is required of him being part of this faction, he's kind of off to the side, like not at the threshold of a door, just like this.
Oh.
And he's just sort of watching through what's happening here in the foreground. He's just kind of watching the vines do their thing from a distance, and he's nothing necessarily distinguishable about how he looks because he's part of this grouping that has to have a uniform. The one thing that for him that he keeps sort of hidden is on his wrist. He's got this very organic weaving of beads and fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, he's very he won't show that to anyone. But and he's just there, just taking it all in, muttering to himself, "Suppose I'll feel something sometime."
Mm-hmm. And as you're observing your crew, you guys getting the short end of the straw here with this shift of watching the planet gestate, the captain looks over his shoulders, which you would know him as Captain Asmadian.
Asmadian. Got it. Yeah.
Captain Asmadian looks over. Lieutenant Bayron. Oh,
Sir.
something troubling you?
No, sir. Just I'm not sure how many more of these I can do, if I may speak frankly.
Well, remember, it is for the light of Xaryxis and for the light of Emperor Zvon.
Yes.
That is what we do. That is what we're here for. That is what gives us purpose. Is that not right? Private Jalen, who just like, boom! Yeah! So good! What?
I hate this.
Rat elves.
For the light of Emperor Zvon. For the light of Emperor Zvon. Yes, we do what we do with pride.
Yes, sir. And he kind of straightens up and pulls his sleeves down and approaches the table where the two are just completing their arm wrestling situation, and he just leans over to the other guy, the one who lost. Goes, by now you should know that he's been taking strength enhancing tonics.
Yeah, and you look over at Lieutenant Xanth, who looks at you, who looks over at Jalen, and Jalen's like, Captain Asmadian, Private Jalen, have you been taking enhancing tonics? Oh, jeez. Straightens out his collar as if it's just, this has been a long day. Allura, could we set him into the chamber bay and remove whatever is enhancing him? And the one seated in the seat, Allura, stands up. Yes, I guess I will. As you watch Jalen and Allura step off into another chamber to the side. Xanth looks at you, the one who just lost the arm wrestling. Should have known. Should have known. Yeah, that kid really rose through the ranks real fast, so... This is the one with the receding hairline.
Aww.
Sam!
For an Astrolf, he's seen better days.
Looks like Hulk Hogan. It's like,
Just holding on to whatever hair he has left, letting it grow out where it can. Yeah, maybe I should have taken some tonics myself.
That's not how you win a fair fight.
True. You're, looking a little dour, friend.
What rank is this?
Lieutenants to...
They're both lieutenants.
You were lieutenant to lieutenant, and then Private Jalen went to the back.
Gotcha. What I look to you is of no consequence to your duty here. And I plop myself down for an arm wrestle.
No.
Well then, hopefully you are not as enhanced as Private Jalen, Lieutenant. And grasp your hand, and we're gonna roll off here. All right.
Roll better than me.
So we're just gonna roll it, and you're going to add your strength modifier to it.
Okay.
No.
10.
4. So very quickly, as you begin, it's just like, and you're just about to tap down. If we can get one more roll to see what happens.
Ooh.
It's over the top situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
19.
19. 17. Just as he's able to hold it from getting pressed down, you're able to just land it down. It's like, you can see a little bit of flush in his face from straining. Well, Lieutenant, understood. Gets up, walks over to the back room.
I call out to him. We could try again tomorrow.
We'll try again tomorrow. Meanwhile, you see Captain Asmadian just watching over the planet. You were watching as well.
Always.
Yes. It is beautiful what we do, is it not?
Frankly, if I wish it would happen faster.
You were just saying that you could not do more of these. It seems you're already eager to go on to another one.
Captain May, I speak freely.
You may, Lieutenant.
I think you're misunderstanding what I mean. I just... If there's that much life down there and it gets extinguished at that rate, they know what's happening. I'd rather they don't. I'd rather they not suffer.
That is an admirable position, Lieutenant. I like to think of it as they get those last few moments to set their orders and affairs right and say goodbye to those they love. And then their very life force becomes joined together and they become part of the Empire. They are doing us a favor. Puts a hand on your shoulder. I had similar reservations when I first began. But the more you find yourself here and seeing what our empire is able to provide, we are doing right. We are doing good.
Takes a deep breath in and sort of takes it in, and suppose when I reach your rank, I'll also inherit that wisdom.
Very true. Well then, and as he looks out the window, you see his eye just start to track something moving along. And you follow his gaze and you see this galleon just floating off into space. Well, it appears we have a bit of a straggler. We should get to it, right? Activate the
Date.
the MD8 model, yes. We'll try a more civil approach. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
He does this salute.
Mm-hmm.
What's the salute? Okay. I hate this place.
No, you see him
Yeah, salute.
tap his chest like this. Yeah. For the light of the Emperor, Savon.
For the light of the Emperor.
And you go to the back, and you see that Jalen is on a table as Allura's like, oh, you really did a number on yourself. And you go to the back and you see, where is MD8? What is MD8?
Sure. So as you look to, I guess, to the back corner, would MD8 have been activated to check for if this person had enhanced things in them?
Would they?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So as you pass by, you look for MD8 in their usual spot, but then you look back into the holding bay where Jalen's on the table, and you see with Allura standing next to him.
Yeah, so you see MD8 or 3X410 MD8. A Warforged lawful neutral, some kind. It's just the best way I can describe it with pop culture references would be like the Iron Giant meets Ultron. So it's like this 6'2" tall, kind of beefy looking Warforged made of mahogany wood, like this deep mahogany wood. Silver steel is over and inlaid with like a golden trim around its little kits and bibbles. It's also made of Xaryxian glass, so you do see bits of it that look almost organic, I suppose, that look almost, I guess, skin-like, if you will. And what's unique about MD8 as opposed to the other Warforged units that the Empire has is this one has little eyebrows that have been installed to it to appear, and currently they're like furrowed as if they're concerned about something. And you see MD8 has their wrist open and is kind of like put it onto, what's the character's name? Jalen. And is currently taking a blood sample from this elf. And is like, yes, there are, you do have quite a bit of enhancements within you currently, Jalen.
I don't know how they got there.
Well, judging from as long as it's been in your system, it was done prior this morning.
Am I in this room?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Oh, Lieutenant. Hello.
Hello, MD8.
Am I needed on the bridge?
Yes, but please.
Oh, well, you can report to the captain that there are definitely traces of enhancers within the, Jalen.
At which point, Allura just places her hand over the furrow, at the temples of Jalen, and you see this glowing light, very akin to stars, just pass through, and you can see some of the bulk that Jalen had. Just
It's like when you those balloons from the ceiling.
Oh no.
And he just shrinks down a little bit, and he's like, Allura looks down. Don't get caught again. Ushers him out, and he's just like, not a scrawny kid. He's still tone. He's still part of the military, but he's not as
Yoked.
Well, I will return to the bridge. I believe we are after someone.
Yes, we. There are planet pests.
Planet pest.
Quickly now, MD8 to the bridge.
Yes, Lieutenant. Yes, Lieutenant. Wrist kind of goes back to normal, and then just kind of gets back in its form, and then we'll walk alongside. How pronounce your name again one more time? Baron.
It's Baron, but it
Baron.
would only be Ruhir.
Ruhir, I would know.
Because it'd be last names.
Okay, Ruhir. Lieutenant Ruhir, thank you for calling me to the bridge. And as we're walking, MD8 kind of like turns, as they're still walking, their head will turn a little bit to see your face. Lieutenant, I note that you are in distress of some kind. Are you feeling all right?
I feel the way I have always felt. Please, don't make this about me. Set your programming to civility here.
Oh, I'm always civil. Like this awkward, like electronic-y kind of laugh.
By the way, from whatever angle you see Rui here, he's always got a scowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just there.
Sure.
It's just his eyes that kind of shift here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who do we need to?
Well, we'll talk with them.
That is an excellent question, MD8.
Yes, Captain.
We have some stragglers coming off the planet. Does not seem they're within our designation, but I've not seen this ship before. To put plainly, so we'll see if they have the proper paperwork, and if necessary, we will board and, move things along, but we will try, the new program that the Emperor has moved out.
Understood.
Very well. And as you all pull up next to this significantly smaller ship compared to yours, you hear that same, "You are within Xaryxian."
Yeah.
But for you, it's just the captain is like, "You are within Xaryxian space. Please prepare to be boarded and present necessary documents." Very well. You two will head in and speak with those aboard. All right.
Hi, Captain.
Mhm.
Yes, Captain.
And the door opens up. Off to the side there are your standard helmets that you are able to put on, and you see just from the outside, just a faceless white there. And you know this would be quite standard for Xaryxians, just to eliminate empathy and facial contact.
Oh no, just like.
But as this door opens, you three see an astral elf, very familiar with you, with the type of attire that they wear, and oddly enough, a warforged who has deep mahogany, bits of rock and metal, and reflecting the wings of the Starmoth. You see almost skin-like texture on certain places that have a greenish glow to them. But as you two step off of the Dark Star onto the Moondancer, you are faced with these three, plus a human woman and actually, no, you would not see the other person, but...
Do we have paperwork?
Do I hear this out loud?
Yeah.
That was uncharacterized.
Definitely a good question.
At which point, Captain Elena just swivels around with ever confidence and grace. Bertie, if you wouldn't mind just heading downstairs and grabbing the paperwork from my personal quarters.
Yeah, I'll go get that paperwork.
Wonderful.
It'll be in the top drawer on the right.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'll go.
As this
I I'm
this
flinching on the
exchange
side.
is happening here, MD8 is actually going to be like, hello, citizens, like being very polite, like, hello, citizens, we are just here to request your paperwork. We just want to make sure everything is in order and everyone is feeling all right and doing okay. And then we'll just go to the nearest person, whoever that is, to them.
You go straight up to the Hippo Man.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is MD8. Do you have the proper paperwork?
I believe I do inside here somewhere.
Wonderful.
I can look for it.
Thank-
It may take me a little while.
That is okay.
This is quite deep. That is a fantastic ship you have.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Is it yours?
It belongs to the Empire. You just hear it in the back. Quickly now.
Oh, right. Mime outfit. Random junk.
As I can
just
see, this may
flying
take
out.
a moment. I will be back for your paperwork. And then we'll kind of like turn and like look at the next person. He's trying to just keep it like. Yeah.
Undar is specifically pulling out the most ridiculous things that he has in here, like the biggest and weirdest stuff, just to.
The hors d'oeuvres.
You see one eyebrow go, "Whoa," like kind of raise, like in confusion. So like, as this may take a while, I see. I will check for paperwork elsewhere, and I guess we'll go up to like the wedding guest.
There's a
and see
lemon
if they
tree
have-
that comes out.
A lime tree.
A lemon tree.
Oh, a lemon tree.
Lemon tree, you know,
that
in
less
like a little.
ridiculous?
Yeah. No. It's like, oh, it's a lemon tree.
Oh my god! I thought it was a
And then
lime
it comes
tree.
out, it sets
I
it
get
down.
that.
Makes sense in space. You don't
Yeah.
want scurvy.
Yeah.
True.
See, yes.
Space scurvy is the worst.
Anyway,
I've lost some
You
confidence.
walk up to a woman here and
Interjection.
Oh.
She's sneaking away. She is attempting to find a cabin and start looking for paperwork.
Oh.
Ooh.
okay. Roll me a stealth check, if you would, please.
That'd be a 9.
A 9.
A spicy
Baron,
9.
as your eyes are you're very close to like the flat the deck.
gangplank, the gang.
The ramp?
The
The
ramp.
ramp. Thank you.
You know the.
Closer to the ramp. I just make the sound effects. I don't know what they're called. As you find yourself near the ramp, you watch as one woman who was up here at the stern, just not even in the like stealthiest of the way, but like has a stealthy posture, just trying to make her way away.
I maintain this sort of like angled look towards them, and I just call out, "Halt!"
Ooh.
She halts.
MD8 kind of turns to look.
Please remain in the vicinity so we can check your paperwork. Oh.
It's in my cabin. If you would like me to check my paperwork, we'll have to.
Who else do I have
my
here with
cabin.
me?
The dock is open, but it is just you two right now.
I can accompany her to her quarters if you would like me to check her paperwork.
I just do a nod.
Okay. All right. I will be back. And then one turns to Undar. He's like, I will be back to check your paperwork.
This giant pair of underwear.
Like giant for you, or
Hippo-sized tidy whities.
Huh. I will be back to check you.
And as you descend with Ema Birdie, you were told by your captain to head down.
yeah, was that code, or was she actually asking me?
There might be some papers
Yeah.
in her office.
Uh-huh.
You've seen this face before. It is the I'm presenting myself as calm face.
Because Birdie's like, should I go get the like giant cannon right now, or should I?
Paperwork.
Yeah.
Paperwork?
Paperwork?
But it's a mechanical line.
Oh no, she said
Yeah.
no code within it, just
Yeah.
paperwork.
all right. Okay.
You head down, get to the captain's quarters. Do you follow her directions?
Yeah, I'll follow. Yeah.
You open it up on the right side, and you see a stack of papers that have almost like a Mad Libs, where it is ready to be filled out.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
But it is not filled out
Okay.
completely.
Okay.
Why don't you make me a intelligence check based on like past experiences of prior stops to see if you would know how to quickly fill that in.
Okay, we'll try. Just flat intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. 22.
22.
Yeah.
You've taken in your knowledge of the Xaryxian Empire and you just start. At the same time, you hear in your mind, Flapjack. Oh. Birdie, it does not seem that the captain is responding right now, but if necessary, we can hop to warp drive in about 2 minutes.
All right. Code word is Jack Flap. I'll let you know. I think it might be necessary. You know how these Empire folks are.
Understood. I will be waiting on the call.
Yes.
Jack Flap.
I thought it was. Anyway, yeah.
And you head up at the same time, like meeting at the stairs, which, you know, on a ship is not that large, so it's Birdie either goes first or you two are coming down.
I think it's fully like bump in, and I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Of course, please.
Wow.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Try
no, you. I mean, wow,
well.
you're just.
And you're you.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have your paperwork on you?
Oh, I do.
Oh, would you mind? And then kind of extends the hand. Would you mind if I see your paperwork?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Here you go.
Grasp it. Go ahead and make me an insight check. What was that you rolled?
Was
for the
that
intel?
22,
22.
maybe?
You're looking to beat a 22.
13.
15. You scan it through. You're like, looks legit.
Cool. And is this yours particular, or is this the entire?
As
board?
you read it through, it seems to be talking about the whole ship.
Oh, okay.
But like, crew members would probably be listed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are?
Name's Birdie.
Oh, Birdie,
Roberta.
Roberta
Birdie.
or Song.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're
Birdie.
welcome. What's your name?
I am MD8.
Ah, nice. Very
Pleasure
nice.
to meet you.
Oh, you too. Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, and then we'll kind of gesture towards Ema.
Who has tried to sneak away?
Stealth again?
Well, actually, question: Would Birdie have put the people that she's met on that?
Oh, interesting.
To kind of cover, or just the crew?
I mean, considering the role, I think I'm covering everyone I can. Which would include the people I've met.
Yeah.
So all the names I've got.
But you're still trying to sneak away.
You don't know.
I don't
You
know
don't
that Birdie would have done that. So
Okay,
yes,
yeah, I love
he was
that.
still trying to sneak away with a 13 this time.
With a 13, with your passive perception,
Of
you
21.
Yep. You turn around and you just see this person. Dude.
Maybe that's just how she walks.
I'm so sorry. what was your name? I'm so sorry. What is your name? To you, Ema.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of give you a look like.
She's leaning. I'm leaning over into the paperwork. I am Ema.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I am Ema.
You were on the manifest as well. Oh, you had her paper. Oh, well, that's interesting. Kind of shifting back.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because she's on board,
Yes.
and I would.
I forgot I moved it to the safe, which is in the captain's
Ah,
quarters.
understood.
Right.
Well, let us return.
Of course.
Let us
Yeah.
return to the deck, the upstairs
Birdie's a
deck,
great
the poop deck. I don't know what it's called. And
The Stern Castle.
let us return to the Stern Castle.
Oh yeah, let's go to that Stern Castle. Yep.
And you three reemerge, and at this point, I'm assuming there's a full.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bayron, have you interacted with this GIF in any way since he's just been.
Yeah, he's just unnervingly just watching still, just taking stock of every single thing that has come out.
There are 6 changes of closes.
Closes.
For hippo-sized people. There are 4 changes for medium-sized people. There is a full suit of dwarven plate armor.
Oh.
Wow.
I just made that up. I don't know. It's probably a costume.
Yeah, it's cardboard.
Yeah.
And then several pouches, potions, a crossbow, mini daggers, a sword, a short sword, a long sword.
Are you a smuggler?
Oh, I'm a collector
Of what?
of things that belong in collections. And then sometimes you split up the collection and make money off of it.
I turn my attention back to the captain. Do I recognize her by any chance?
Go ahead and roll me a. Let's go insight.
12.
12.
I'm sorry, 13.
13. Okay. You look at her and there have been many faces. You've lived many centuries. Could have been another, just a standard captain, just...
And I have some way to communicate with the
Yes.
the bridge, right?
In your helmet specifically.
That's right. I sort of do this tilt so that they're not clear on what I'm doing, and I'm just patching into the bridge. Captain, send Jalen down, and what's the other?
We have Jalen and Xanth.
Send Jalen and Xanth down, please,
Okay.
and bring the persons of interest list.
Okay.
There's already inter-party drama, you guys. Inter-party conflict.
As you three are arriving on deck, you watch as two more Xaryxian elves step out. Very much like Bayron, look exactly the same with the same exact mask and helmet. And strapped over their backs, you do see long, like, musket kind of guns. But compared to what you may be more familiar with, they're not like crude, strewed out pieces of metal and wood. They have similar qualities that would be more akin to MD8. And
Do I think that they are arcane or powder based?
roll me an Arcana.
11.
11. Hard to tell, they are quite foreign and alien.
Do people, when they approach down the gangplank, do people look nervous, the other guests? Or are people starting to get...
The other guests, you see that a few of them have made their way downstairs, but the other ones are kind of looking up top. It's still a very foreign situation for most of them. Again, they're in space with a giant bug floating around them.
And MD8's gonna kind of amplify its voice and be like, please do not be alarmed. This is just for your protection. We are just making sure that everything is under control. I was picking up a giant.
Under just goes.
Yeah, please do not be alarmed. We are just doing this for your control. Lieutenant, Lieutenant, please, the entire roster up here seems to be accurate. The paperwork is in order.
Thank you, MD8.
While Xanth passes you persons of interest list.
Has it been 2 minutes? I have a timer.
Yeah.
You watch it as it clicks down and it's about 10, 9, 8, and then you're looking over this list.
I ask Lieutenant Xanth to take Private Jalen, to assist the passenger with returning the items back into its pouch. As I'm looking through this.
Yeah.
We do still need their paperwork, sir.
Oh.
This is one of the few that is unaccounted for. And gesturing towards Undar.
Are you making headway? Nif?
He turns it over and dumps the last of it out, which is a couple of copper.
At which point, Jalen has walked over. Xanth is still on the deck. The time is hit.
Jack flap, Jack flap.
Everybody looks at you.
Like what?
At At which point you all
Jack
feel just a slight lurch. As you rush off, all of those little pinpoints of stars becoming long streaks as you zoom out and away. The last thing you see is just Xanth on the deck before he just gets cut off by a stream of light.
Poor Xanth.
Jalen is still on board.
Wait, Xanth?
Yeah, the receding hairline.
Yeah. Mixing them up. I thought it was frat bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't have felt bad about it.
The haircut was just a little too long.
Yeah.
But you zoom out into space, direction unknown, and then all of a sudden, you find yourself a whole different set of stars. Whole different set of nebulae. Different colors weaving about. You just look around and find yourself.
Are the ships still intact, or did it get ripped away from the?
As you watch and you look, you can see that the deck or the ramp. Thank you. Part of the ramp has been melted and is just onto the stern castle, and you all find yourself out of the lurch. You two make a Constitution saving.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're fine.
8 my first rodeo.
15?
Yeah, 8 my
15?
11.
11. Undar, that sudden lurch of blinding speed, you just vomit across the deck.
Over your collection?
Yeah.
No! Not the health potion!
All over it. All over it.
I got a vacuum, don't worry.
But
It happens all the time.
first divers, space jumping, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But you find yourself here, and you are on a foreign ship with MD8 and Jalen, who is already settling in and beginning to pull their musket off of their shoulder.
I would like to throw Jalen overboard.
I would like you to do so with disadvantage because you just had vomited.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Or maybe.
I could. I'm too busy
use that to your
vomiting to
advantage.
see him doing that.
Yeah. So he's like, Lieutenant?
Oh.
Is it captain or private?
Private.
Private Jalen, and then you're gonna see MD8 kind of hold up a hand, like, to stop, like, to not continue.
Persuasion at disadvantage.
Persuasion at disadvantage? Okay.
Hmm.
Ooh, phew. So that's a 24. And
Wait, you rolled it? No! Wait, you rolled a D12, didn't you? Oh, wait, no. Oh, never mind.
shoot! Jalen, stop.
As you put your hand up, he trains his musket on Birdie.
Oh!
Just
Do I have an action to do something?
go ahead.
I just press one button, and then you see these runes light up, and a full plate of armor forms around Birdie.
So cool.
We're gonna roll initiative.
What? No!
Where are we?
No!
Here comes the robot from the Boston space.
I'm gonna clear out this
Danger!
Starmoth we don't need.
Oh!
Yeet.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, Moth.
But we
Jack
are
Flap.
here.
Jack Flap. Jack Flap.
Hey.
I am so glad we have something we can scream already.
Oh, yeah. Jack Flap.
Alright, so we got a vomity boy over here. We'll say this one's Jalen. And we'll also put Captain Elena Sartell right here. My goodness. Goodness. Okay.
I do want to say right before initiative and combat starts, you're gonna hear MD8 like kind of amplifies his voice again and says, "Please, let's all take a moment and just take a few deep breaths." But we'll try to unconvincingly with that 9. But
Fantastic.
I
Okay.
told Jalen, hold steady, Jalen. Private. Hold
So, let's start with 25 to 20.
Uh-oh.
This is good, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Can we just skip to the single digits?
Well, there might be other people who go before you. Can we get
gonna grade it.
20 to 15?
No, we need to grade this on a curve.
You know, initiative is on a curve because it doesn't matter
That is
really.
true. It doesn't really
Okay.
matter, but kind of it does sometimes.
Well, I'm sure Jalen
Kids
rolled.
getting a shot on
though.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I got my armor up, so we're.
Cool. And then, and then the other person will also be going right
Other
here.
person.
Other person.
Oh, your friend.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
do we have a 15 to 10?
No.
Okay.
Low roll.
We're getting out the low rolls now.
Okay, so
Oh no! How
everybody
many-
goes before you. Do we have a 10 to 5?
9.
8.
7.
6.
5.
Alright, we got Unda, we got Ema, we got Baby,
Amazing.
we got yay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Trained on you. Jalen's gonna take his shot with his rifle, laser rifle. Dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit. Yeah. Yeah. I got high armor, but not that high.
Oh, hold on, I want to see if I have a reaction.
Oh.
Oh, right, we should put ourselves on the board here.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
have you here.
Yeah.
Can I get? Let's see. You would probably be here, and Birdie came up here, and
That is a no.
I was checking.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
Nar.
I want to have one
How
of
do
those
we
cool
feel about
reactions.
that? Yeah.
No.
How do we feel about that? Yes. So like we have Bayron here, we have Undar, we have Jalen, we have Birdie, we have MD8, we have Ema, and we have Captain
That
Elena
seems
Stark.
accurate.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So as this laser rifle is trained on you, Birdie.
Back here.
A resounding
Oh.
gets shot off of the rifle, and you immediately see one canister just flick off from the gun, and you take 28 points. of damage.
Oh no!
Good thing I'm a tanky little artificer over here.
And you can see,
28.
yeah,
Okay.
Dang. Dang, Jalen.
Jalen, like you can't even see it, but you can.
Is that
You can't see his face, but you can see his hands are just shaking. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously, it, like, but, like, it seems, I mean, it doesn't seem like Birdie reacts as much as you should for 28 points of damage. You know, it's like, this might not be the first time she's been hit like this.
But yeah, the armor just has like this smoldering pattern as smoke comes off of it. That will take us to Captain Elena Sartel, who's like, well, okay, and just
Okay.
jumps in towards Jalen over here, and is going to take, I believe, 2 attacks, yes, with her rapier. One of them misses, but the other one is... that would be 5 damage to Jalen. I forgot. 10.
Uh-oh, I have a pencil.
Thank you.
Oh,
pen floating in space.
good job on guard. Yeah, with your bag of holding, you
This
had
is probably as many notes as I'll take off. It's like our seating list, and that's
And
about
that's it.
I've got MD8's full name written down.
Hey.
amazing.
That's about it.
Wow. I've already got
Thank
one
you.
cross through Xanth, so that's
Yes.
one character down.
Wow, already getting an Aria list going.
Rip.
Yes, so that's Captain Elena Sartel. She leaps in and does one flick that Jalen is able to scurry out of the way, and then the other one just catches him in the thigh. And that takes us to Flapjack, who's down below.
Oh.
And then we go to Undar, who is
Vomiting.
vomiting.
Still.
Well, I'm gonna just grab my longsword up off the ground. Mm-hmm. And
Chop chop.
chop chop.
It's got like vomit in the filter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, 23.
Wow.
23.
I will go ahead and pump a Divine Smite into
Wow.
Pull.
So that's a second level, so it's a 3d8. So it's a 1d8. 48
Whoa.
is what I'm doing.
Okay.
4d8. Let me roll it. 2.
Oh. Ew.
Better. 10, 16 plus 4 is 20.
20. Is any of this radiant damage?
Yes, the...
Oh wait, they don't get any resistances. I'm kidding.
Jalen has resistances.
Sorry, what's the total?
And you
amount?
helped us out by
Thank you.
debuffing him.
Yeah, imagine.
let me quick check any...
On
Because that was a
activate.
bonus action to do the spite.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm just gonna menace a little closer.
And it's a little closer as you do.
I just
You
imagine you
sink this
splinter.
blade deep into his shoulder, the armor at least catching some of it, and you just see him go, "Gah!" as you come from behind. That leads us into Bayron.
That's me.
Oh, sorry, Ima.
I mean, not that I have a whole lot to do right now.
Behind her.
I'm behind
6'2",
everybody.
yeah.
But
stairs.
I also assume she's not particularly armed at this moment. But she probably had her dagger, on her thigh. So she's gonna pull that and just like poke you in the back,
Yeah?
basically,
I mean-
and be like, "No fast
Stab me in the back?
moves." Yeah,
Yeah.
already. She'd be like, "No quick moves, buddy." But no, she's not attacking. She's just.
Oh, you're holding.
I'm just threatening.
Got it.
Got it. Coolio.
Oh. Just. Oh.
Oh.
That will take us to Bayron with MD8 on deck.
Sort of just taking it all in, doing the little OODA loop that he's been trained to do. Decides to cast Aid, which gives the three of us, Jalen, MD8, myself, an extra 5 points of hit points.
Oh. Okay.
Fun.
All right. Temp. Ooh.
Temp, yeah.
Love.
Okay.
Thank you. Ooh.
So you watch as this radiant, or describe your magic. How does it look?
It is surprisingly not flamboyant. It's like if you blink, you miss it kind of situation where
like that.
it's almost wispy. The minute sort of it kind of just radiates out and it looks like light, and then it dissipates into just like dust.
Oh.
Yeah. It's almost like smoking barrel
Yeah.
and doesn't go very far. It's just
Nice. Almost. Oh, I don't know if you have olfactory senses.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
What is this smell that comes off?
it smells like lavender.
I would say everybody.
Like you in real life, you mean?
Lavender citrus.
yeah.
Like a splash of calamansi.
I love that.
Splash of calamansi just wafts through the stern castle. Anything else you'd like to do, Bayron?
I try to remind Jalen, are you okay?
He's been stabbed in the thigh and
where
also,
are you hit?
and also once in the back where Undar caught him.
Okay.
So he's not looking too high.
He's not looking hot. Yeah, I mean, outside of just sort of, holy crap, the shock and then sort of the training, that was kind of the first thing. Now it's the assessing of who's the highest threat here.
That'll take us into MD8.
Cool. How far did we travel?
Make me a intelligence check.
Okay. That's going to be a. Where's my intelligence? 13.
13 you or survival.
Yeah, let's do that one. That's gonna be 18.
18. You're still in the same wild space system, but with the way the thing was directioned, it was kind of just a shoot off.
You know what that means? Remember what we talked about earlier about this? Has this happened?
Yeah, it's 50,
it's been that far.
Yeah, it's 50 million light years.
So
50 million miles.
So when with that thing, you'll know that MD8, like when it actually happened, kind of like did like a little mini seizure, kind of like twitched and like kind of shifted its head, and its eyebrows went like up and down when we did this jump. So afterwards, and then so Bayron, you'll see like MD8 kind of look at you with inquisitive eyebrows. They'll kind of go up and be like, Lieutenant, how should we proceed in the middle, like during your turn? Like how should we proceed?
All you see from my side is just the tilt of the head, like within protocol.
What is our current protocol? As like all this is happening. What is
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation. Okay. Well, if that's what was given to me, feeling the point in my back, seeing Birdie get attacked right in front of me, scanning through a past protocol, will then attempt to grab Birdie physically and then lift over and then kind of push and then throw Birdie at Ima.
Okay.
While doing a balm of peace. Ironic. So what I'm attempting to do is grab and lift, and then you'll see like the gears or stuff opens on MD8's arms that go like this, that kind of open outwards, and you'll see a blue mist go like this, which will give you 2d6 plus 3 hit points to try and heal. Because I'm concerned about what's happening and someone's injured right in front of me.
Okay.
But need to get rid of the threat behind me. So I'm not sure how.
Okay.
How that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Heal thy weapon.
I mean, I'm a big battering ram right now in
Okay.
full
Last
armor.
longer,
So.
you know.
Make me a athletics check versus athletics check to see if you can actually lift
Oh,
Birdie.
careful.
That's so athletic of your.
Well, I will use one of my infusions.
Don't worry about it. It's a nat 1 on my end.
I mean, knowing myself, and I wouldn't have known that, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
use my armor of magical strength, which allows me to use my intelligence modifier instead of my strength modifier on a check. And I rolled an 18. So
I'm still feeling right now.
You go to grab Birdie by the shoulders to like lift her up. This armor just kind of like settles in and just like, and as you try to lift, it's like, and then you just watch as this blue mist erupts around Birdie, and you inhale it, and you can feel slightly invigorated.
Ooh,
9 points healed. 9 points healed.
9 points. Thank you.
So it looks like he just healed Birdie, or it just healed Birdie.
Oh, thanks. Wow. It's been a minute since. Thanks.
What does that mean? I love it.
You know, it's nice when people heal you. I don't know.
As Birdie gets a little awkward in that moment, Birdie, it is your turn.
All right. Thank
Curious.
you. Thank you.
Can't wait to
Curious.
get back around and be like,
It's very-
"Whose side are you on?"
I mean, you kind of gave me like a grip hug,
Yeah.
well,
Still trying to lift you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like-
I can hear your hydraulics. Fascinating. So, first, I'm gonna give myself 5 temporary hit points
Okay.
using my defensive field. Sort of a nice oscillating blue light goes over Birdie. And then I'm gonna charge forward towards the frat boy. And you see that my gauntlets kind of expand and start sort of electricity forming around them, and I'm gonna go for the 1-2.
Nice.
So first one is a 2. Does a 9 hit?
As Jalen, surrounded on all sides, is getting battered and able to dodge the first one.
Yeah, so I go, okay, and the second one is an outline.
Hit.
Yeah,
What is it?
And that
the-
one.
Oh,
you
Are
really
these-
did go for the 1-2.
the
Are you doing wild swings or are you? Has Birdie been in the brawl?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is not. It might have been a minute though.
Yeah.
Maybe if this ship has not been particularly.
I'll let you roll one more d20.
Okay, we'll see. That one. 4.
Oh my god. Send this one to Jay. 1, 2, 3,
These
4.
were my birdie dice. I bought these for birdie.
No.
Go and Joe.
They're nervous.
They're nervous. They're
Birdie's
babies.
What's
They're
the total
babies.
on that?
Adding my.
Attack.
That's an 11.
11 total. You swing going over Jalen and Elena ultimately around.
Clever.
Whew! We really got to work on that swing there.
I'm sorry, I'm a little out of practice.
Hey, well, it's been a little practice for us all, isn't it? And that goes into Jalen, who is surrounded on all sides, just hucks the musket down and pulls out a sword, and in doing so, you caught him quite handedly, so he's just going to whip out his sword and is going to do 2 attacks on you with it.
Totally forgot I had a second attack before.
Oh,
And-
yes.
That's definitely not good. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
I only have
Okay,
a 16 AC.
16? Oh! So with these 2, he pulls out his sword, and as it does, it scintillates with starlight and just goes on 2 attacks on you and ting, ting, cuts into your uniform, and little bits of armor show, but do not crack. And he just holds his ground, like he's oscillating between the 3 people that are surrounding him, and you can't see his eyes, but you can see the mask constantly darting in your direction, being like, That will take us into Elena, who's like, all right, child, we're going to stop this fight, are we not? No?
That would be a wise idea, Jalen.
Okay, and like he does the 2 strikes on him. Okay, well, goes for 2 on Jalen. Ooh.
No emotion, Tassi. No emotion. We can't see it. We can't see it.
No.
Cannot.
Is able to just stick him in the leg, and he bends over on one knee, and he's like, "Ah!" That will take us to Flapjack, who is still coming up. Flumps are slow, by the way.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
I would like to make a perception check to see if I saw what happened over there.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's say DC 12.
DC 12? Okay, so I made it.
Yeah, you see the blue light glow around Birdie, and then she rushes in and does 2 wild swings on Jalen.
All right, I am going to... I'm just going to grapple and hold Jalen.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to grapple and hold Jalen. Oh, I have advantage on that.
Oh, you'll
Because I'm
need
a
it.
giant hippo. Wow. Wow. Even if you add them together, I probably don't do
Oh,
well.
careful.
Oopsie.
Anyway,
We need to. We need
1, 2
to.
punch. Yeah, we're
13.
13. You go to grab him, and your foot steps forward, and it just like it does a little quick like as you slip on your own vomit.
I'm like,
And
just hold on.
you don't fall prone, but he got a dirty 20, so it's just like
wow.
But I was trying to be like, just hold on.
Okay.
You know, and then
Okay, so you do hear that, which will take us to Ima.
Yeah. No. You just feel like me. Did you just heal her?
The head turns around. Yes.
He did. It felt great.
All right, we're gonna stay good. She's going to she's very well aware that you are Lord and she is not in charge. So she's actually going to shift. You see Ima get a little bit furrier, and she gets some fangs coming out. Not terribly threatening, but it is a change.
Interesting.
Ooh.
So a little bit of a woo. I'm gonna deeply regret this character, like immediately.
We love her.
And then she is hate to do this to you,
Oh, no.
She's going to try and jump on your back and be like, all right, we're just gonna stay right here and get the dagger around to be like, we're hanging out, okay, bud?
Okay.
Your head is like 180,
Yeah,
right?
like watch turn
Yeah,
and
we're
then watch
just like,
her
all right.
grow fangs and then get bigger and then yeah. Oh, woo.
Yeah. So I don't know if I need to make an acro check or anything to
We'll say it's a grapple.
grapple. Great. What is the?
That would be against your own
16.
acrobatics or athletics.
So I need to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be dirty 20.
Yeah, I've got a 13. I guess that's a flat 13. I don't know if I need to add a modifier to that.
Athletics, if you.
Just athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a +0.
Oh.
Woo.
Cough, cough, acrobatics.
You leap
wouldn't have
onto
happened.
MD8 and that Xaryxian glass is a little bit smooth and this fabric you're not quite used to it.
Sure.
And you just.
All right, we're both not doing great today.
Which will take us to anything else. Sorry.
No, that's it. It was gonna be better if it worked.
Baron, you're watching this carnival happen. Oh, what you gonna do?
Lots
Cap-
of flips and misses.
So many. Like, what is happening? Captain. So directly at Captain. Tell your crew to stand down and no one has to die. No more lives have to die today.
Okay. I would say that's an intimidation. I will say that.
+4 for that snazzy helmet. I'm just kidding.
Reflection of them.
Yeah.
It is scary.
I'll give you the advantage for the helmet.
Oh.
The DC is 4.
You gotta ask.
Okay.
With our luck, we
What
really
is
need.
happening with all of our dice?
That was for the viewers at home. That was a 7 and then a 6.
Whew.
Wow.
This is
Yeah.
this is great work for our party, y'all. Are you going to spend your turn doing that, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
What can I do? Yeah, I think that's all I've got. Yep.
Okay. MD8, you're up.
I'm going to not disengage, but head straight for Jalen. That's the name. Jalen, and try and get in between Jalen and whoever is currently looking most threatening to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would mean if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
I would love to do that.
Do it.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
I
Or
hope
stab
so.
me. That's gonna poke me.
That's a poke.
Gonna poke.
For 7 damage.
All right.
All right. And as you rush there, are you going to? Or you're pushing someone out of the way?
Yes. Goal is to push whoever's most threatening, like away. Just like literally trying to get in between the most hostile creatures right now and kind of push them
Yeah.
aside.
I would say you have to target.
No, you're fine.
You have
We're
a
the
choice
hostile
between
creatures.
Birdie and
Yeah.
Captain Elena.
Birdie missed. I'm gonna do Captain. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of assess the two and go, this one looks more stronger to Elena, and kind of just try and push them away.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Ooh, that is 19.
Oh.
Ooh, close.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you are
kind of
able
push
to
away.
shove her 5 feet back.
I want to knock Jalen to the ground too. Like that's the goal. To kind of like knock him.
Separation.
If that's too much, that's fine. He can.
Yeah,
stay.
I would say
There they can
you have to
stay.
choose one target.
Yeah, that's fine. Then Elena just gets back, but then get in between them and just kind of hold hands up and be like, "Please be aware that we may hurt people."
Perfect.
I mean, so far.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no one really has hurt anyone, but it was. Yeah.
Well, no, I definitely got it.
Well-
I mean, did you see the?
Yeah. But yeah,
Jalen's looking pretty bad.
and with a bonus action, am going to cast Spiritual Weapon. That's like comes up right between myself and Elena.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. What does it look like?
So it just kind of it looks almost like a shield, but kind of like hands that would be like stop, you know, like warning stop. So it's just kind of it looks like a fan. I'm trying to do it, but I know we have podcast listeners. So it's like imagine like two arms kind of up against each other, and then it goes like this.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
like that. And we'll just have that glowing little bit right there. That takes us to Birdie.
Wow, that was so cool. Oh. How did you? Was that a arcane or
It kind of looks
divine
like
or?
it looks like a hologram. Like it's kind of
Incredible.
So you see, like in the eyes of MD8.
Oh my god.
In the eyes of MD8, they kind of open, and then you see like like an old school film projector. Like that's kind of what it's doing to create this.
So
thing.
cool. So cool.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Oh god. Well, I think. How is Jalen looking?
He's not prone, but he's been knocked down to one knee after getting stabbed a bunch. He's getting cleaved. He's not looking hot.
Yeah, and I'm no good at convincing people of anything, so, we're square. Like, we're cool. I don't have any problem with you. And then I'm gonna punch Jalen twice again.
Is the one two?
Are we?
Like, I don't have a problem with you. You seem very cool. I don't know why you're hanging out with these masked fellas. Oh my god. I got a 12.
Okay.
Best attack roll yet. And I get one more attack.
Hooah!
Okay, I got an 8, which comes to a 15.
Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe not.
Two of them go straight into the armor, and luckily your fists are protected. This armor's pretty...
Freaking
It's okay, buddy. We're all just
Guys.
warming up, and
Yeah,
now
I'm warming
she's-
up. I'm warming
She's
up.
also looking at this hologram and looking at the robot and trying to assess what is happening.
The first 4 episodes are going to be this fight.
Trying to punch Jalen.
Yeah, no, I say out loud, I don't do any damage, and then I say, maybe we should look into more peaceful solutions.
We're gonna see what
Your
Jalen...
forest. That's so good. Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, that's...
Arm wrestle.
Oh no.
You want to arm wrestle?
Oh god.
Yeah, it's tradition. My family
Martha?
to resolve issues with arm wrestling.
I rolled to see if he was like realizing what the situation was like with him being all surrounded. He rolled high. Mm-hmm. Then you offer an arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Is it true within your family?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, for real, yeah.
Can't see his
I
face.
got beat most of the time, but yeah.
You can't see his face. He assesses what's going on. He does one more helmet glance at you.
Stand down.
King, king, king. Stands up. Both arms up. Bayron puts his arms up as well.
The hologram, his eyes stop and the...
Well, we seem to be in a good spot now, yes?
Yes, sir, in front of me, and he puts his hand out to Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. And when he grasps hands, they do lay on hands
Oh.
for 10 points of healing.
Are we in combat still?
I would say unless someone is going to do something sneaky, we're out.
Baron.
Come on, Bayron.
Do I
your
have
character,
some
yeah.
type of way to send out a distress signal to the ship?
Mm.
You would need to tell me, but yeah.
I mean, I would say because you were able to contact through your helmet, that in its way could be a way to send something.
I reach for it
Okay.
while my hands are up, and I'm assuming it's just a button for like a locator. Yeah. GPS. Find my phone. Find my astro.
Where's my lieutenant?
Yeah.
Ema, as you're walking up to the stern castle, you see everybody with the arms up, and then you just see the very faintest, like, from this helmeted person.
Mm-hmm. Good call. Think. What do you think the range is on that?
Ooh.
No response. You just hear.
Captain, we might need to change course.
Well, unfortunately, we already have. The warp drive wasn't aimed at our initial spot, so we are, well, by all accounts, still within the same wild space system. However, Flapjack would have a better bearing of this at that moment. Flapjack is finally...
You made it, buddy.
Hey guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I initiated it. Hi. Well. Okay. I see we are at odds. That's okay. Captain. Yes, Flapjack. I do know where we are close to, but I do not know if I should relay it with the current company. That is true. How to proceed? What is your directive?
Who's saying this to me?
The captain, Elena Sartell.
Current protocol is to protect and mediate.
What is your directive?
You don't need to know that.
Well, that clears up some stuff. I guess we can throw you two points to jail.
No,
Lieutenant, and then MD8's going to speak up and kind of, again, with arms, like, calming. Lieutenant, perhaps we should reason with this group. They have stopped the combat, and according to their customs, an arm wrestle may solve our problems with this lot. And since we are with a new group of individuals, we should honor their customs and perhaps, and then kind of reference to Jalen, perhaps you should do this arm wrestle so that we can move past this.
Private,
Yes?
you ready to redeem yourself?
Squares out his shoulders. Looks at you.
You got a mask on, buddy. I can't
Yeah.
see.
Oh, and...
Yes.
And you see a very fair-faced elf, high cheekbones, flop of blonde hair, long ears, and within the eyes, very standard for astral elves, black eyes with starlight for irises.
Ooh, beautiful.
So perhaps out of respect, and then kind of reference to your mask as well.
Comes up.
And what do they see with Bayron's?
They see the similar starlit eyes, dark enough that you can see your reflection in there. But instead of blonde hair, he has very short, sort of pulled back, amber hair. On his lip, right down the middle, he's got this kind of like red streak that's very like Princess Amidala.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion.
But and it's got sort of a soft scowl happening.
It is also custom to arm wrestle in my people as well.
Oh, fascinating.
Maybe we could do a bracket.
I guess if that is okay with you, if we settle this with a bracket.
Captain, regardless of outcome, you need to take us back to an outpost.
That is unfortunately something I will not do.
What? Okay, talk honestly for a second. What would happen to us if we took you back right now? What's gonna happen?
You'd be processed,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be documented, and you would serve the Empire in any way that we see fit.
In a way that is, and then in a way that suits your abilities to the best to support that of the Empire.
Which is talking right now.
Well,
I'm just doing my own little intelligence checks.
You got this, Hunter.
very well. We shall proceed with Bertie's and Jalen's, if I heard that correctly, Private Jalen.
Correct.
We can go forward with the bracket. You will go against Jalen, and Bayron, who would you like to fight? Or arm wrestle, excuse me.
Just sort of like slowly turn out to the hoarder.
Okay, well.
Lieutenant, are you sure you don't want to? And then kind of will look
She
back.
wheels around.
I have a reaction of some sort where I can hide. Cunning action hide.
As Elena wheels around a barrel up top, just plunks it right there. Well, I guess we'll just do some arm wrestling and determine what is the best course of action. Again, I am the captain, so I will determine the best course of action. But hopefully this will diffuse tensions.
Eyebrows will raise like, in a calming, polite way to that.
Well then, Bertie, if you would be the representative of the Moondancer, if you would.
Right, another custom amongst my family, and I'll like open up a hatch and just like reach into it, and you just see my arm disappear as I'm reaching in, and I'll just bring out a bottle of rum. Say, Jalen,
Yeah?
you want a swig before?
I like to keep my game clean.
Sure. Bertie will take a swig and then just put it near him.
Okay.
And then close up the hatch, and then she'll use another one of her armor of magical strength to add her intelligence. I'm using different dice. 9.
9 as well. So as the go happens,
It's like a move.
just a pure deadlock of like, and he's like, okay, yeah, not bad. He's like, his eye kind of like twitches toward the bottle, and we'll go again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Another 5. Okay, you're in jail.
Jalen just, despite being slightly less cranked, cranks it a bit, and he's hovering it right above. And you can see a glint in his eyes of just a bit too much overconfidence. We'll roll one more time.
Okay, different dice. And I'll give him a mechanical wink.
Cute.
Okay.
There we go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And you slowly begin to lift it over one more time, pushing it just a little past center. We'll do one more.
Over the top there.
Still low.
16.
16. Slam him down. Ah! Looks at you with great I apologize, Lieutenant.
Nothing to apologize for, Private. You did it on your own terms.
Grabs the bottle.
You're still on duty.
Come on.
As it's like, like
You just hear Eva from around the corner. It's traditional to toast. Just let him do it.
It's their wedding day.
From a barrel. This guy's just
Yeah, out of the barrel.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
all right, well, that's 1 for the Moondancer, 0 for Xaryxis. How about we have a final bracket before the final?
Hello, Lieutenant. I am also Lieutenant.
With which empire?
Oh, I am just a one-man army. Well, Navy.
Okay.
Yes.
Well then,
And he's only a lieutenant?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Are you
Still modest.
He was a cadet in the last campaign.
That's true.
you put your arms on the barrel, and Elena's like, all right, and go.
And since I have
What is your strength?
I have an advantage on these.
No.
Well, I could have told you that.
19.
8.
Immediately, you just feel this hulking hippo of a man just... and you are hovering above if you want to go one more time.
Okay.
17.
9.
How do you finish off Bayron?
Gently. Very gently.
That's nice.
Wow, that was anticlimactic compared to the other one. I guess that's 2 for the Moondancer. Therefore, I'm still the captain, and we can do as I say. Fantastic! Yay! Thank you, Birdie. Thank you.
Democracy, woo!
I like put out a little cannon and a little firework.
Well then, Flapjack, if we can, and as she says that, MD8 and Ema, as you are within this space and, tensions have dissolved, you can see off in the distance just a little blinking light. It's not a star, but it's slowly drifting in the direction of the Moondancer.
Is it like binary?
Bing. Bing.
So it's not transmitting anything.
Nope. Bing. Or at least you don't know.
Oh.
But it's just a steady little bing.
It is a steady light. It's not like like an electrical flicker. It's just...
Yep. And it's slowly drifting, getting larger.
Captain, who Mediate is now addressing because of what just happened, is assuming now that Lieutenant is no longer in charge and Captain Elena is now in charge. Captain, I believe, and then we'll reference to the point in the stars.
Oh! And all of your guys' gaze go up in that way. And as it drifts closer, MD8 and Bayron, you recognize it as an escape pod from a Starmoth.
Oh.
Slowly coming in this direction.
Oh, it is an escape pod from a Starmoth.
Oh, wow. Very astute. Thank you.
I kind of look over.
Lieutenant, we must defer to our captain now.
Arm wrestle rules.
Do escape pods have weapons on them?
Yes, no, they do not.
Oh, okay. Perhaps, is there any way to catch it? Help it?
Yes, Flapjack, if we could just lower the Moondancer a little bit, and you all feel the Moondancer slowly drift down until you watch as the pod slowly begins to just go right over the raft, or like the railing, and is continuing to go across just along the way, being just maintaining its velocity.
Do either of us recognize it?
Yeah.
Like a call sign or anything identifying markers?
It's tubular. Tubular, bro.
Space
Right in the astral wave, bro.
Whoa.
It's tubular, and its coloring is black, but with golden kind of accents and filigree. Roll me a history check, and you may as well.
Oh, okay.
11.
14.
14. I would say with the 14, you would know this to be what, like the design of it, leans towards at least Xaryxian nobility. Or one of the high houses.
We'll relay that information to my lieutenant.
I'm going to attempt to catch it.
Yeah.
Captain, is there a way to
Absolutely.
bring it in?
Oh, it's right now drifting right over the railing.
Oh, okay.
And Undar,
I want to stop it.
yeah, just like, and it's not cushy, but it's not going at a great speed, so you're just like a,
MD8, help the gift.
Yes, sir. And then we'll help
and
Undar.
with your stopping its velocity, lower it down.
No, I knock.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is there someone in there that needs help?
Is there anything on
Yeah,
the
is
escape pod
there-
that we would know? Yeah,
you
like
two
we
would
can-
know how to
beep,
open
beep,
it.
boop. Okay.
Yeah.
And I say that in
yeah.
Dwarvish. Anyone in there need help?
Stand aside. Do I locate where the central control panel is?
Yes.
I attempt to open it with protocol codes that I'm assuming have been passed down to me.
Yeah. Bing, 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 boom, boom.
It's a DSL line.
It is. I see your style.
And as it opens, perhaps steam, perhaps condensations, something that was built in that was sealing the pod just releases into the air. And you see there resting on a semi-plush interior, not like any of the escape pods you have seen, but laying there is a young astro-elven woman.
I approach.
Reading vitals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading vitals are steady, but she just seems to be in a stasis.
Curious.
Yeah. Do I recognize any of the things that are keeping her in stasis? Or
I wouldn't you know how the technology works. Once it is released, it'll take them a few moments to wake up.
MD, it's gonna extend a finger that'll kind of like go down and then turn into like a makeshift USB port, and then look for. I'm assuming there's like a log or some type of where it's been jettisoned, how long it's been jettisoned, vitals, and kind of just like insert their finger into that.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Ooh.
This is fascinating.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
16.
16.
Well, and then if Birdie does that, we'll kind of turn, and then eyebrows will kind of go up, like in a friendly, type of
Right.
like, as downloading a 16's worth of
Yeah,
information.
16 worth, and you're able to see, like, very cursory glance, very quickly. This came from the Solar Drake, and that in itself to be the ship of the Emperor.
Oh. Okay, definitely. This young astral elf has come from the
Solar Drake.
Solar Drake, which happens to be the Emperor's personal warship, flagship.
Oh.
How long ago was it jettisoned?
Jettisoned
I get that information.
about, maybe a few days ago.
Ooh, 72 hours it's been jettisoned for.
Undar's like, I know it's kind of misogynistic, but I understand that you have to kiss princesses to wake them.
Okay, wait a second, buddy. That fairy tale is problematic.
That is what I.
I mean, I'm
yes,
glad you
of course.
checked it. That's
Yes.
good. That's good. You
Yes.
you asked, answered.
But
Yeah, I can see the big lick on the lip.
What is he doing? Is this another tradition? I don't understand.
And as you all discuss, the eyes begin to flutter and
oh, good. I don't have to kiss her.
she sits up and she looks at the motley crew that is before her and sees familiar eyes with you in Astro Elf.
Oh, I was
When you see another Filipino. Where are you from?
San Jose.
Hey, girl.
East side San Jose.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Is she speaking in Elvish or in Common?
She's speaking in Celestial.
Oh!
Yes. Which...
Oh!
I get it.
I was gonna say, do you have a database of languages in there, bud?
Only 3.
Oh, that was worth a
I
shot.
actually don't think No, I should, right?
I hear it.
Yeah. No, it's-
C3.
Yeah,
Exactly.
reply in whatever the celestial word is for like royalty, with no assumption of like where, like print, starlight. What happened here?
And she just tries to get her bearings, and as you say, royalty, she's... No. I'm not royalty. That would be the princess. That is not who I am.
Well, who are you? And I immediately snap back to Jalen. Jalen, set up a perimeter.
Ooh.
I like behind his back try to like hand him a bottle. He's like, it's okay.
I don't know.
You are quite focused.
Yeah.
I am her handmaiden.
Well, where is she?
We were attacked
How long ago? Where? How?
a few days ago by Prince Zealot.
Do you know if there are any of the survivors? Who?
Prince?
Wait, go off!
By Prince Zealot.
We know who that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That's
you-
like the head honcho with
They're-
her.
Yeah, you know Zavon.
Yeah.
And then his 2 children.
children.
That doesn't... No, I was going to say, that does not compute, but that's not how he talks. That doesn't make sense. The prince attacked the princess.
Under my breath. That makes total sense. That makes total sense.
Actually.
And you see her eyes just kind of weird.
Oh.
Who?
And then she just kind of grips the side and
It's alright, I got a vacuum.
Yeah.
and that's where we're gonna end.
We started with moment, we're ending with
Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been Quest and Chaos playing Light of Xaryxis. This content can only be made with your support. Please consider joining us on our Patreon at patreon.com/questsandchaos. Again, thank you so much, and we will see you all next week. Bye!
Bye.